This exists. This also exists. No other explanations needed. Begin download. Welcome back, dear viewers. It is I, Drayhan, and welcome back to another Dungeons & Dragons character conversion. If you're wondering why the last couple of videos have been so short, I'm trying to crunch for time. I've been going way too far into depth with these characters, so I am toning it back a little bit. Only doing 10 levels. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this character. This, once again, is a character I have no actual experience with. I have seen the Doom Annihilation movie, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. However, that is not the same as playing the games. And that Doom Slayer in there wasn't the real Doom Slayer from the games. Again, that's another reason why I'm not doing her. You can probably do the same character style as what we're doing here for her, but you're going to have to swap out the starting class. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it, as always, with the point-buy system. For our stats, Strength is going to be 15, Dexterity will be 13, Constitution will also be 13, Intelligence is going to be a steady 11, Wisdom is going to be an 8. You charge headfirst into combat, not really putting too much thought into it. Seems like you got a little bit less wisdom than you should. Even though it might be more of an intelligence thing, you still have some form of intelligence. And Charisma is going to be a 13. There are apparently prophecies of you slaying the demons of hell. I have a feeling that's going to be somewhat intimidating. Now, for our race, of course, we are going with human. As always, we will be using the variant. You get an ability score increase to 2 stats. Go ahead and grab Dexterity and Constitution. Your skill, grab Religion. Something tells me you know a little bit about demons. Languages, go with Common and, let's say, Orcish. They're pretty intimidating people. For your feat, grab Sharpshooter. You are really good with a gun. So good, in fact, that even if you take a -5 penalty on your attack roll, you will gain extra damage. That's with ranged weapons only, mind you. So now we have a 14 on both Dexterity and Constitution. For background, the Doom Slayer is also known as the Doom Marine. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Marine background. You'll get Athletics and Survival. For your skills, your tool proficiency is going to be vehicles, both land and sea. And your feature, you got Hardship, Earned, and Steady. Now, I don't exactly know what hardship he's gone through, per se. I mean, technically, you were sent through a portal to hell. I think one of the games, your rabbit was stolen by demons? I don't know. The lore is kind of tricky. I just know there are big bad demons that need to be shot. Now, there are some demons in the Pathfinder manuals called daemons. Neutral evil fiends. And one of them actually looks like the demons from the new Doom Eternal game. Just big floating heads with eyeballs. If that's something your Dungeon Master is interested in, they can check out one of my previous videos where I convert Pathfinder 2nd Edition into Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Slip of the tongue. 5th edition. Anyway, for our first class, go ahead and grab Barbarian. We mainly want the hit die and hit points. We get a 1d12 for our hit die, and 12 plus our Constitution modifier for our starting hit points. So a nice steady 14. Our hit points at higher levels is going to be a 1d12 plus our Constitution modifier per Barbarian level. You know, the simple stuff. Basic stuff. For your skills, grab Intimidation and Perception. You get Rage and Unarmored Defense, which really isn't going to be too important, because you'll be wearing armor while in hell. For our second level, grab a level in Fighter. You'll get a hit die of 1d10, and extra hit points is 1d10 plus your Constitution modifier per fighter level. For fighting style, grab Close Quarters Shooter. You also get the second win feature. At level 2 fighter, we get the Action Surge. Level 3 fighter gets a martial archetype. Grab Gunslinger. This is from the Mercer adventure book. However you want to pronounce it. You get a firearm proficiency and gunsmith. You also have adept marksman. You'll get trick shots. Choose the Deadeye shot and the violent shot. Your trick shot save DC is an 8 plus proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier. Grab another level in Barbarian next. You'll have reckless attack and danger sense. Level 4 fighter gets an ability score improvement. Increase your dexterity and constitution by 1 each. Level 3 barbarian gets a primal path. Grab Path of the Zealot. You'll get Divine Fury and Warrior of the Gods. A level 5 fighter gets extra attack. Level 4 Barbarian gets an ability score increase. Go with Strength and Dexterity, both increased by 1. Now for your 6th level fighter, you can either grab the ability score improvement, which will increase one of your stats, grab 2 in Charisma, or you can grab a feat. If you do, grab the heavily armored feat. This will give you a +1 to your strength, and you will gain proficiency with heavy armor. Because for some reason, you do not have proficiency with heavy armor with either the Barbarian or your Fighter multi-class. For equipment, recommendations I give you are all firearms and their corresponding ammunition, as well as plate armor. Now, your Dungeon Master might have alternate rules and armor. If that's the case, go with the strongest armor available. For magic items, the new game calls one of their weapons the Crucible Blade. From what I'm aware, I haven't played it yet. To me, this thing looks like either the Sunblade from the Dungeon Master's Guide or the Sun Sword from Curse of Strahd. So grabbing one of these two items will give you your Crucible Blade. If you couldn't tell, I'm using air quotes. Alright, and that's going to be all for us today. Next conversion is going to be one of my favorite characters from DC Comics, John Constantine. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Until next time, this has been Drahan, and I am offline.